Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another duelist video. In this video, I will continue the grind. It's a very dumb grind, honestly. But I'm going to see how many boosters I'm able to use. Considering I keep forgetting to actually use them, that's not a good sign. But we'll see how this goes. I mean, my plan is to use the boosters I can't use in ranked duels. And then I go over to ranked duels and I duel them, and I duel everyone. You know, I think only the results booster is worth my time in ranked duels. I don't really think I'm going to use the EXP booster in ranked because I'm more likely to lose there. Okay, auto duel. Yes, I auto duel everywhere. Though eventually I'm going to have to actually duel. Okay. Well, that was fast. Though that's also just my opinion. Well, it counted as a quick victory, so yes. Even the game acknowledges it. If you're lucky, dude, it's easy to find him. I can usually find him without much effort. The only effort I need to do is just use an arrow at most. Okay, well, give me a second. Extra life. Yes, that's it. No, I'm sure there was something I was going to say or do. Which of that, was I going to say something or was I going to do something? I have no idea. I still have no idea. Maybe it doesn't really matter. I mean, I forgot it, and it's probably nothing important considering what I'm doing right now. Now, I will be completely honest here. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I may just be grinding, but I really want to. I want to make some progress here. I want to max out Shark's level. Yes, I really want to do that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that with 40 something level. Isn't he like level 7? I can't remember for sure. But it was something I looked at last night. Or by that point, was it morning? I don't know. At the very least, I just know that I got more sleep last night. Though, again, I could have just fallen back to sleep. But sometimes I do that. But I woke up before my alarm again. And when I see my therapist, I might wake up before my alarm to see her, and I'm just like, okay, my therapist appointment could be a disaster. And I'm sure therapists are acquainted with disasters, but only specific ones. Dude, I did not use the booster. That was not good. Alright, fine. Anyway, like I was saying, therapists are only good at handling specific disasters. They aren't trained to handle all of them. And here in the West, there are some things that are basically there's no one around that's trained in some of that shit. So when I experience certain things that are very strange and weird, and there's no one trained in that shit in my area, because my area sucks, then there's really not much I can do in the way of getting professional help. Especially considering my problem is more on a spiritual level than physical. I'm not sure how I would explain that. Because, again, in the West, there are certain experiences that no one is ever trained in. Which is just another way of saying they aren't acknowledged or seen as valid. They are considered a fantasy, just bullshit, whatever. There are skeptics of it everywhere. But here's the thing. Sometimes I really just want help. But I can't necessarily just get it. And honestly, with the pandemic going on, that's probably doubly true. And I'm just like, dear God. But even if I saw a professional, I mean, I'm not necessarily the best at handling professional care. Like, I think that the deal with my eyes is purely physical. And you stole my monster, how dare you? You seriously just... Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, there's really no one in my... I killed the wrong one. Oh my God. Okay, I deserve to lose. For that, I deserve to lose. That was a dumb mistake. I shouldn't have made it. I made it anyway. Why? Okay. Great. This is the... I don't even know what to say to this. I do not know what to say to this, except I got what was coming to me. I got exactly what I deserved for that mistake. That mistake was disgusting. Anyway, moving on to the next duel. Hopefully a duel where I actually use a booster. You know, if I remember to use my booster, I may have even survived that attack. You know, that actually just makes things worse. I don't really think I'm much competition. This guy apparently thinks differently, but whatever. So yeah, I'm dealing with spiritual bullshit, but it's very difficult to help a person that's just going to freak out over anything you do. Like, if something was wrong with my eyes, I don't know what I would do. I think I'd be traumatized. Yeah. I'd have to be awake for that, that's why. It would be it would freak me out. It would definitely freak me out. I would just, ugh. That's probably why I haven't seen an eye doctor yet. Like, I'm sure that the eye doctor has enough training to recognize the issue. I don't think it's super serious or anything, but should I really let this problem escalate that far? No, I shouldn't. But for some reason or another, I just do. It seems like that's what I'm doing. But regardless. Anyway. There just isn't a lot that can be done in my case anyway. Like, even if people around in the area were qualified enough to be of some help, they really can't change what I'm going through. And they also cannot change my personality. They can't change that. I lost against the vagabond. I lost. So I never want to hear these people bring up the vagabond again. Also, I'm joking. You can't really tell that I'm joking, but I am. Okay. I'm starting to feel weird. Not physically weird, just psychologically weird. Though physically weird, yeah, definitely applicable too in this case. I see. Yeah, that's a good decision. I approve. I'm just glad this person isn't using charmers. You know, considering how weak charmers are, I really cannot believe that I hate on them so much. Because they're so weak and easy to win against. But they can catch you off guard if you don't use the right strategies. And if you don't finish them off quickly enough. You have to really know, you really have to know how to deal with them. Because if you don't, and you're just bad at the game, then, well, you can pretty much expect to lose a lot against them. Which is what I've done, but some of the losses are also just because of auto duel. And some of the losses are because of me not using auto duel, but still losing anyway. Which is dumb. Okay. I think I've been forgetting about these boosters again. I only have 100. I only had 100 duel orbs, so I can only only respawn 10 times total since starting this. Now, no, I think the number has definitely gone down, but just to give you an idea. It looks like I have around roughly 80, maybe early 90 numbers in terms of the boosters I'm using here. And I don't want to use EXP boosters in ranked duels because I'm more likely to lose there. So really, only the results booster is useful. Though, I don't really know how many days it's going to take me to use these boosters. But ideally, if I use some of them every day, I will eventually run out. Ideally. Okay. That guy made a dumb mistake, honestly. Forgetting that. Seriously. I like the extra cards. I like the extra card booster. Now, obviously, I haven't started using the EXP boosters yet. Which is painful because I want to use them. But also, I don't think I should use them. Although that's the kind of thinking that gets a booster to the cap. Just saying. I won! Great! I love winning. You guys know this by now, but I do. I legitimately love winning. Okay, now as I said, I think I can probably max out Char, and that's because of the dueling orbs. Yeah, that's because of the dueling orbs. I'm going to run out eventually. Okay, anyone around that I haven't beaten yet besides Yuma? I was just starting that sentence and Yuma was on the map. Okay, sure. I'm not sure if I believe you, but okay. You know, Yuma was kicking everyone's ass by the end of this exalt. I'm not sure I should really be, I don't know if I should act like he has no skill, because he does, eventually. Though Yuma is also stupidly lucky. I would say the only duelist that isn't that lucky is Shusaku, because, well, watch the series. He's definitely not lucky. But also, he basically grabs the card he needs out of his ass. Yeah, that's what he does. There's a card he needs to deal with the situation. So he just grabs it out of a data storm. It's like, dude, that's cheating. And the show's like, we don't give a shit. That's what he does. So he's not lucky. He just gets whatever he wants with it. It's so dumb, but it's also hilarious, and it's also true that he's not lucky. I mean, honestly, can you really watch this show and tell me that Yusaku is lucky? If you can tell me that, you probably haven't finished it. Or you haven't watched the show at all. I don't really think traumatized people are lucky, just saying. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm going to, hold on a second. My brain is dead. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video.